Crochet is a fiber art where you use a hooked needle to pull up loops of thread or yarn. So the basic function of crochet is making loops. In order to create a loop, we need to attach the yarn to our hook. That's a slip knot. Then we use the hook to grab the working yarn. This is called a yarn over. Once we've made a yarn over, we're ready to pull up a loop. Can you see how the yarn I just pulled through made a brand new loop? A yarn over starts with the working yarn behind your hook. You cross it from the back of the hook towards the front. Think of it as yarn over towards me. Remember, you normally always keep your yarn behind your hook. Yarn over towards yourself. You use at least one yarn over for every single chain and stitch that you make. For a chain, you yarn over and pull through one. Easy. For a single crochet, insert your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Now there are 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. You've made a single crochet. But some stitches have multiple yarn overs. Let's look at some now. For a single crochet, the first thing you do is insert your hook into the next stitch. But for taller stitches, the first thing you do is 1 or more yarn overs. For a double crochet, begin with a yarn over. Then you insert your hook into the next stitch. It's normal to need to hold down your yarn overs to keep them in place and keep them from unwinding. This is especially true if you get into really fancy stitches. So for double crochet, we yarn over towards ourselves and then insert our hook into the next stitch. Yarn over and draw up a loop. We can see that on our hook now there are technically 2 loops and a strand in the middle. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. That's a double crochet. As you can see, during every stage, we yarn over to grab more yarn and pull it through in a loop. But some stitches have multiple yarn overs. For a treble crochet, you would yarn over twice. 1, 2. For a double crochet, you want it to appear as if there are 2 strands on your hook before you begin. For a treble crochet, you want it to appear as if there are 3 strands on your hook before you begin. Hold your yarn overs in place and insert your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over and draw up a loop. Now it appears as if there are 4 strands on the hook. To make a treble crochet, you're going to yarn over and pull through 2, and you'll do that a total of 3 times. That's a treble crochet. Remember, anytime you're making a yarn over towards me.